The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Ripping to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the option to give to Swift here.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Rippett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
83 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it. Midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Boswell's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Out of the gun is Rippon.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken around the 12. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Briggs flush to his right. Powering his way forward. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Briggs sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing on first down. Briggs. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Looking to throw. Briggs. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of off the play fake. Briggs. He'll buy some time right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Off play action. Briggs. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. And Xavier Legette. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And shoving his way inside the 35. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. A give to the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've always got to remember that once the ball's in the air, the defender has every right to go after it that a receiver does. And that was a battle for positioning on that play. And in the end, he's able to force the incomplete pass.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And got his man complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Ravens have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Rippon. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Rippon. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Briggs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Xavier Legette with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They go with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
A nice-looking play to start the drive, down the middle and complete. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Briggs. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Xavier Legette,
His second touchdown of the night.
and the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Looking to throw. Briggs. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. To about the 40-yard line.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Rippon's throw there complete to Allen.
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On second down, Swift.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They will throw on third down with Rippon. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Swift. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here's Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Back to throw. Briggs. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses.